Majestically rising in the Loire Valley, the Château de Brissac is one of the most magnificent and beautiful structures in France, but also one of the most haunted. Known for its towering spires and architecture that blends Gothic and Renaissance styles, the castle carries a history marked by betrayal, jealousy, and murder. And according to centuries of accounts, one ghost has never left its halls, the Green Lady, the tormented spirit of Château de Brissac. Brutally murdered within her own home, the castle, located in the Maine-et-Loire region, was originally built in the 11th century, but over the centuries it has been expanded and remodeled several times. During the Middle Ages, it served as both a military fortress and a noble residence. However, the darkest episode in its history took place in the 15th century, when the castle belonged to Jacques de Brissac, husband of Charlotte. Charlotte was a woman of striking beauty and vibrant personality. She was the illegitimate daughter of King Charles VII, which granted her a life surrounded by privilege and attention. However, her marriage to Jacques was unhappy. The Count was a cold, possessive man obsessed with family honor. As the years went by, their relationship deteriorated into silence and distrust. Lonely and suffocated, Charlotte fell in love with another man, Pierre de Lavergne, a young courtier who frequented the castle. Their secret encounters became a rumor among the servants, and one night in 1477, Jacques de Brissac decided to confirm his suspicions himself. According to legend, he pretended to leave on a trip, but returned to the castle unexpectedly in the middle of the night. As he silently climbed the stairs, he heard voices and laughter coming from his wife's chambers. When he burst through the door, he found Charlotte and her lover together. What happened next became one of the most brutal episodes in French nobility. Consumed by rage, Jacques attacked the couple with his sword, killing them violently. It is said that he struck Charlotte so many times that her body was left unrecognizable, her face mutilated, eyes and mouth frozen in an eternal scream. The Count fled Brissac, but he could never escape the consequences. Shortly after, he was arrested, and the castle passed into other hands. Since then, the spirit of Charlotte de Brissac has never left the place. She became known as La Dame Verte, the Green Lady, due to the green dress she was reportedly wearing on the night of the murder. For over 5 centuries, accounts of a woman in green wandering the castle have been told by locals, visitors, and even members of the Brissac family, who still live there today. Charlotte's apparitions are always described the same way: a pale, translucent figure gliding through the halls or standing by the windows, gazing into the gardens. Her face, witnesses say, is the most disturbing, disfigured, with hollow eyes and a mouth eternally open, as if reliving the moment of her death. For centuries, castle servants have claimed to hear moans coming from the room where the murder occurred. Doors open on their own, footsteps echo through the corridors at night, and faint female voices whisper names no one recognizes. On certain autumn mornings, visitors report the scent of old perfume drifting through the air, and sometimes they see a woman's reflection in mirrors. Even when they're completely alone, the Green Lady's room, where Charlotte is believed to have died, is the most feared area of the castle. Guests who have slept there claim to wake up in the middle of the night feeling pressure on their chest and a presence watching them. Some even say they've seen a shadowy woman sitting at the foot of the bed, her green dress shimmering in the moonlight. There are accounts of guests fleeing the room in terror, unable to stay even a few minutes longer. Even members of the Brissac family confirm that the ghost's presence is real. The current Duke, heir to the castle, once stated in an interview that the apparitions are rare but undeniable. He described Charlotte as a sad, not malevolent spirit, one who seems to mourn her fate more than seek revenge. Today, Château de Brissac is open to the public and receives visitors from around the world. By day, it's a spectacle of beauty and history, filled with luxurious halls, ancient tapestries, and stunning architecture. By night, however, the atmosphere changes completely. The air becomes heavy, and many report an inexplicable chill as they walk through the silent corridors. On several occasions, TV crews and paranormal investigators have been allowed to spend the night there. Cameras have captured mysterious lights and sudden noises in empty rooms. In one of the most famous incidents, a team recorded a shadowy female figure crossing the hallway near Charlotte's chamber, unseen by anyone present, but visible in the footage. The legend of the Green Lady has become so famous that Château de Brissac is now considered one of the most haunted castles in France. Many believe Charlotte remains there not out of vengeance, but because her spirit is trapped between two worlds, unable to forgive her husband and unable to rest in peace. The castle, imposing and silent, still echoes with the memory of a crime of passion that time could not erase. And on the coldest nights in the Loire Valley, they say that if you listen closely to the wind, you can hear the faint sound of a woman weeping. Perhaps it is Charlotte de Brissac, still wandering through the halls of her former home, searching for the peace she never found.